Here's a detailed commentary on the game between rstem02 white and viral jane 12345 black, which ended in black's victory by resignation. Opening phase. 1. e4 d5, the Scandinavian defense, an aggressive opening where black immediately challenges white's center. 2. e5 bf5, white chooses the advance variation, gaining space. Black develops the bishop outside the pawn chain, preparing to counterattack the center. 3. d4 nc6, white fortifies the center and black develops a knight to pressure e5 and prepare for queenside expansion. 4. h4 e6, white attempts a pawn storm on the kingside while black calmly develops, preparing to free their dark-squared bishop. 5. g4 b4, white pushes aggressively, aiming to harass the bishop. Black relocates the bishop to a strong central square. 6. f3 bx c2, white sacrifices the pawn for rapid development. Black captures on c2, gaining material. 7. qx c2 nx d4, white recaptures and develops the queen. Black strikes with the knight, attacking c2 in the center. 8. qa4 plus nc6, white checks, forcing black to block with the knight, gaining a tempo to disrupt black's plans. 9. bb5 qd7, white develops the bishop, pinning the knight. Black unpins and connects their pieces. 10. bx c6 q6, white trades bishops to remove a defender of e5. Black recaptures with the queen, keeping their structure intact. Middle game, qx6 plus bx c6-6. White simplifies further, but black now has a pair of powerful center pawns and the bishop pair. 12. bg5 bb4 plus. White develops actively, pinning the knight. Black checks to disrupt white's development. 13. nc3 d4. White blocks, and black begins pushing their central pawns, seizing space. 14. a3 dxc3, white attacks the bishop, but black sacrifices it to unleash their pawns. 15. ax b4 cx b2, white captures, but black's passed pawn on b2 becomes a significant threat. 16. rx b1 f6, white eliminates the pawn, but black strikes in the center, aiming for counterplay. 17. ex f6 gx f6, white takes, opening black's king, but activating black's rook file. 18. bf4 e5, white develops and targets the weak pawns. Black counterattacks with the e-pawn, gaining space. 19. bd2 ne7, white retreats the bishop to defend. Black repositions the knight for activity. 20. rx b2 rb8, white grabs the b2 pawn, but black's rooks become active on the open files. 21. ne2 c5, white develops the knight, but black pushes the c-pawn, creating pressure. 22. b5 a6, white pushes to simplify, but gives black an opportunity for queenside play. 23. nc3 f5, white develops, but black seizes the kingside initiative with a pawn break. 24. Both sides castle, but black's position is more cohesive and threatening. 25 eng6, white pushes on the kingside, but black calmly repositions their knight. 26 h5 and h4, white gains space, but black's knight finds a strong square, attacking weak pawns. f4 e4, white advances, but black locks the center and keeps their pawns dangerous. 28. h6 rfd8, white pushes for an attack, but black develops their rook to dominate the d-file. 29. rfb1 nf3 plus, black's knight sacrifices itself for an exchange, forcing white's king to weaken. 30 f2 nxd2, black trades material to simplify and capitalize on their active pieces. 31. bxa6 nxb1, black sacrifices the passed pawn to win white's rook on b1. 32. rxb8, black centralizes the remaining rook, maintaining a winning advantage. 33. a7 rah, white pushes their passed pawn, but black's rook blockades effectively. 34. nb5 nd2, white threatens promotion, but black defends with a powerful knight. 35 ke3 nc4 plus, black finishes with a beautiful knight fork, attacking white's king and rook. White resigns as black is significantly ahead in material and position. The promotion of black's passed pawns and coordination of pieces ensures a decisive win. Key takeaways. Black's strategic play. Black's focus on activity and pawn structure gave them a clear edge after simplifying.